back playing NASCAR Heat 2, and I'm not very thrilled about it. Just want to finish the season. The green fag is out. First stage will be easy, but when we have to pit later and have to come from the fucking back, it's going to be shitty. And I'm probably going to end up slitting my wrist. Passing you, bitch. I don't know why I'm driving so hard. Oh fuck, the sound's on my fucking stream. Ugh. Gross. Please mute me. Thank you. Let's get this fucking race over with. Talladega will be easy enough. That's the next race. And then we have Kansas. But if I win here, neither of those races matter, so I wouldn't even worry about it. Yeah, this is the playoffs. As you can see, the playoff drivers have the little green banner above their heads, so you know who you're racing. Very helpful. And when you bring up the leaderboard, their number is lit up in green if they're a playoff driver. How about that Xfinity race at Iowa and the truck race at Iowa? Best two races I've watched all year. I wonder why that is. Let's see. Short track, no cup drivers, and a decent aero package. Who would have thought that would equate to good racing? Oh yeah, I'm going to hate coming through the pack. I'm struggling. At least when I come through the pack, I won't have any wedge in the car. Oh, Lord. It's about on par what I ran in qualifying. I'm happy with that. Really, once you get out front, you ain't got to run very hard. Just be consistent. The longer this season goes on, the longer these races feel. I've done a lot of practicing at Homestead last time I played. Pretty good there now. I could always run the top 5 at Homestead. Winning has always been tough there. Hopefully I won't even have to win. We just enjoy the next 22 laps before it all goes to shit. Because your tires wear so fast here, you gotta pit like twice. The AI only has to pit once. And if it wasn't for gas, they wouldn't have to pit at all. Because their tires damn sure don't wear. Something crawling on my forehead. Thought I saw a gnat. Can I just run the whole race up here without having to pit? Can we do that? No. I could do it and just pit once, but then my right front tire would be dead by the end. And the car would be so tight it would just be absolutely undrivable. I'll wind up getting NASCAR Heat 3. Hopefully I won't have to pay for it. The only improvement I need them to make is to make the cars drivable. Everything else is fine. I just don't think it's particularly fun to drive these cars because they don't turn for shit. Everything else is fine though. I had fun that one time I raced online. Kicked some ass. If you're good at driving in this game, you can drive anything. just talk, because when I do, I'm not really paying attention, but I'm driving really well because I'm in the zone. It'll be different when we get stuck back in traffic. And the next game, they need to bring back Ace Moneymaker, and then the career mode will be complete. Ace Moneymaker with his voice actor. Hey buddy, this is Ace. EA got so lazy they didn't give him a voice in the last couple of games. He was just a guy who contacted you through email. Remember Ryan Newman's amazing voiceover in NASCAR 2005? Hey buddy, you're quite the driver. Oh, you sound so thrilled, Newman. 15 to go in the easiest part of this race because we qualified 9th. Oofa. Thank God Cup's back this week. I missed Cup even though Xfinity and Trucks totally buried any Cup race this past weekend. I love Sonoma, so it's good to get excited about Sonoma. Then we got Chicago and then Daytona, which will be great. But Sonoma is like one of my favorite races every year. Because you don't need a really fast car to win there. See Tony Stewart 2016. He just flat out won the race because he drove his ass off. I told Anthony when the caution came out and Tony wound up in the lead with like 20 to go, I said, Tony's not losing this race. That was a bad corner. Kyle Busch, Truex, or Clint Boyer, or Harvick, because they're all good at Sonoma. They've all won there. Other good road course guys, and I feel like AJ Allmendinger. It all depends if everything can go right for him for once. There's always a chance somebody can surprise you at Sonoma. Kurt Busch is good there. You got to have a good car to win there, but not so much as you do other places. You don't need just raw speed to win there. You just need a car that can turn really well, and you got to take care of your brakes and shit all day. Fuck it, stay out. Pit at the end of the stage like everybody else and come out in 23rd. Weirdly timed caution. Come out in 23rd or worst at the end of this one. Thank God you get good restarts here. That's what I needed though, a caution to take me out of the rhythm I was in. Always takes me a lap or two after a caution to feel comfortable again. Just got to keep reminding myself in stage 3, it's a long stage, the leader will catch lap traffic, be patient. Keep my head about me. Talladega is easy. I might do Talladega later today, just so I can get 2 done in one day. Part of me to sit down and hammer through these last few races. I'm going to do one more test race at Homestead before I ever run Homestead. I want to do another race there and see how it goes. Last time I did a race there, it went really well. The thing with the restarts in NASCAR Heat 2 is not so much tire spin, they just get through the gears way faster than you. Like, and they get, sometimes it lets them go before it lets you go. Like, it'll be like, they go, and then it's a green flag, and then you can go after they've already got a head start on you. That really happens a lot at places like Pocono and the mile-and-a-half racetracks. It tends to happen a lot. Even the ones I'm good at, like Charlotte. Charlotte and Texas are my best mile-and-a-halves. Chicago, yeah, I'm really good there. But for some reason I struggle at Kansas. Go figure. It's just because it makes their cars faster and you can't do anything about it. And they kill you on restarts, and qualifying's fucking rigged. One to go in stage 1 before this race starts to get annoying. It's going to be real pleasant. What I should do. It's a bad idea, but it ain't gonna cost me the race. It ain't gonna hurt me in the long run. I'm thinking about this. Save me a trip through the field. I could stay out here and then pit later, but if I could just pit now and take that wedge out. Taking the wedge out makes it worth it to pit. Where are we going to come out at? 23rd, 24th. Goody on the outside lane. Awesome. Move your ass. That was dirty, but I had to do it. What's he care? Fucking part-time Trevor Bayne because he lost his ride full-time because he sucks balls. But then again, that team sucks balls, so I don't entirely blame him. Sliding it in that corner, buddy. Slide it in. Slide it in. That was Whitesnake for any of you people who don't know. God damn, Boyer was so hard on the brakes. I had to slam on the brakes to avoid running into him. It's going to give us a better run off the corner than we normally get, though, because we backed up in the center and then hit the gas as we were coming off. Patience, patience, patience. The real patience ain't here, because at this point winning a stage don't mean jack shit to me. I've got enough playoff points to get through this round anyway. Just here to win the race. I want the money for winning this race and the trophy. I don't care if I fail post-race inspection. Every Cup guy who runs Xfinity races is probably thinking to themselves, because what's it fucking matter to them if they fail post-race for an Xfinity race? They ain't gonna get punished for it. Just the team's gonna get punished. Ooh, we lost owner points. Ooh, devastating. Man, I'm having a hard time getting back to the fucking front here. We'll get there. And then we gotta do it all over again, only come from further back. So I'm really wasting my time, but it's good to get practice in, I guess. As Brad Keselowski runs the bitch line into turn 3. He went in on that line and smoked me through and off that corner, running that terrible angle getting in. Alright, that's what you get. That's what you get. You block, that's what happens. Can't blame me. That's all you. And you've got to race for points because you don't have a shit ton of playoff points piled up like I do. So who's the dumbass? I like how we hit him, got him loose, sent him up the track, and he still drives away from us off the corner like nothing ever happened. And then slams us getting into turn 3 like a dick. I thought this car didn't have any wedge in it. It sure as shit doesn't feel like it. And then Hamlin tries to kill us off turn 4. Classic Denny Hamlin play. Oh no, you're racing me hard. Oh, I accidentally lost control of my car and wrecked us. Unlike the real Chase Elliott, I'm here to win. That was as gentle as I've ever been into turn one. Alright, one more time blocking me like that. One more fucking time. Cost me a ridiculous amount. That cost me over half a second. And now he's doing it. Hey, it worked. He drove away from me. Keep racing me like that. And I'll keep racing you like this. Come on, go, big man. You want to block, right? You want to block and be an asshole. You're welcome. But you ain't gonna have it for long. Tony Stewart said, I'm driving like a pissed off teenager. Oh, he drove it in harder into 3 than he's ever driven it in his life to keep me from getting to him. Look at that run, just because I touched him. Keep fucking testing me with your stupid blocking bullshit and your ridiculously dumb line you drive into the corners but somehow don't lose speed over it. Fuck you. Ask Keselowski how that worked out for him a few laps ago, racing me like that. Every time I come through here and I see something in the infield and near turn 1, it looks like there's a car slow in the middle of turn 1, but it's not. It's just something in the infield that I keep seeing out of the corner of my eye. Car handles like shit. It's like it handles worse without the wedge in it for some reason. Usually it turns better, but it just feels like it's all over the place. And I'm not going very fast. My lap times are about, on average, a tenth slower. But I damn sure ain't putting any wedge back in it. I'll just deal with it. Because I know overall it's going to turn better. Loose into the corner there, just a little, but nothing to make you worry, because you ain't got to worry about getting loose and spinning out in this damn game. There you go, that's a normal lap time right there. Maybe it's because I was loose. It's pretty funny when I shoved Jimmy Johnson to the lead a minute ago, because he wouldn't stop fucking blocking me. Aggressively blocking me. I'm one of them Tony Stewart, Martin Truex tops. I will not fucking put up with that shit. Wow, that was a terrible corner. Don't know why. Don't look for fucking consistency in these cars. You won't find it. Although we're catching the tail end of the field faster this run than we were last time. God, Dover, where's you out? My fucking hands hurt doing this. You guys see why I'll play this for like a day or two and do a couple races, and then it just disappears off my channel for like 2 weeks at a time? Because it's like I gotta fucking recover before I play this shit again. Thank you for being as slow as you can and getting in my way. So we won't have to come from dead last, we'll just come from the mid-30s. Because we're gonna lap a few more cars if there's no caution here. You guys are really gonna make me do this. They sure did. Because they were gonna slam into me and block me. Trying to give me less cars to pass is all I'm trying to do right now. Turn. Every part of my body itches when I play a racing game. Look at that aggressive move. I gotta lap these fuckers, damn it. My lap times are slower, but my lead's growing because they can't get around these lap cars like I do. Nobody would ever try to get around these lap cars like I'm doing, but you really have to in this game because they just drive like you're not there. Like some of them fucking lap cars in that Xfinity race Sunday. Being ridiculous. Surprised somebody didn't fucking kill Ross Chastain the way his dumbass was driving in front of the leaders with a few laps to go. That was like Ryan Newman at Dover last year levels of stupid. It's the last lap of the stage. We lapped up to 33rd, I guess. Maybe 32nd if I get to Bubba. I don't think I'll get to him, though. As you can see, Bubba made it to the second round of the playoffs. But it doesn't look like he's going to make it out of this round, considering he's running 32nd. Alright, time to pit and do that all over again. Woo. Who wants to slip my wrist for me real fast? Oh, this is gonna suck so much balls. We're just making our way. Got my way, I gotta get to the bottom. I'm not gonna let you fuckers run me into the corner like I know you want to do. So I ain't letting that shit happen. Got my fucking way. If you're gonna be in front of me, you better go fast. Really, that gave me that much aero damage? Well, you gotta cripple me somehow. I ain't gonna let it stop me. I'm gonna drive as aggressively as I can. Well, you know, on these restarts, you just gotta get all you can. You know what NASCAR racing is now? Just restarts. If there ain't restarts, you ain't gonna see any fucking racing in the Cup Series. That's why restarts, everybody drives like a fucking maniac. So it's like, oh, I can actually pass someone now. I thought Michigan was actually a pretty good race considering. I know it was rain shortened, but it didn't look necessarily as bad as most Michigan races. Yeah, my car, yeah, you can tell my car's got no wedge in it. Oh wait, no you can't, because it was tight as shit coming off that corner. Nice, AJ. You want to spin us both out? Because you just about did. You fucking dick. my Stenhouse. We're getting up through here pretty fast, faster than we did on the last run, and our car's beat up pretty bad. 4% air damage is a little more than I'd like, but my last lap time was about the same as what I qualified with. So I guess here it ain't gonna hurt us too much. Look at me slime dirt tracking to get into these corners. I think the air damage is helping me. I really do. Because it's like slowing me down a little bit, and it's helping me get through the corners. Because I'm already up to 6th faster than I was when I restarted 24th. Wow, Jimmy Johnson didn't come down and hit me. He saw me coming and actually held his line. Give him the little wave out the window. Like you do when somebody races you clean. You make a pass on somebody and they weren't a dick to you and you weren't a dick to them, you gotta wave to them. That's the code. My lap times are picking up. Kurt Busch is like, well, let me just go ahead and ruin that real fast by slamming on the brakes here so I can get you to shove me off this corner and drive away from you. But I ain't gonna let that happen, so fuck you. Because I got places to go. Where are you gonna go, Vito? I'm going to places. I'm meeting people. Well, Vito said I got places to go and people to see. But I was like, where are you gonna go, Vito? I'm meeting people. I ain't got time to be hanging around with you idiots. Now I gotta chase them down, but they'll catch lap traffic if I can't catch them. Car got really tight off before there. Whoa, Harvick just slowed way down. Ooh, he's got a problem. Either that or he's just fucking with me. Yeah, Harvick's got a problem. The fuck? I've never seen an AI just slow down like that. It helped Larson out because to avoid Harvick, I had to fucking go high and lose a bunch of time to get around his fucking slow ass. His championship hopes just took a hit, and that doesn't hurt my feelings because he's been one of the tougher guys in this series, in this game right now. He was a real pain in my... What race was he a pain in my ass at in the first round? Let me see. Las Vegas. Yeah, Las Vegas. He was a fucking asshole. And I barely won. So if Harvick fucks up here and gets eliminated in 2 races, oh well. Y'all watched my Vegas race. Yeah, we need him to do that in real life too. Maybe the season will be fucking worth watching then. My biggest problem is why didn't he do this when he was driving for RCR and I really liked him, or his first year at Stewart Haas when he was still likable. There was a time where I said, you know, if Junior quit tomorrow, Harvick's my guy. Fuck it, YOLO. Aggressive move. Settle in, bitches, we got this shit now. That's probably the best I've ever driven at this racetrack to get back up here. He's got a lot of playoff points, but he wants to make sure. So he's going to win this race. Brackets last is going to win this race. No, it was Kevin Harvick's going to win this race. If Harvick had a year like he's having now in like 2008, I would have been like thrilled beyond belief. Tight. What a surprise. Oh, what's that? You're trying to drive away? Oh, your car's not going to turn here. turned real good there to try to make me clip the apron and get tight. It's going to get me tight one way or another. I can't have anything. My car can't just drive like it usually does. Every now and then it's just going to jump out from under me and be like, oh shit, I can't turn. I didn't know in this game that cars would randomly just break down like Harvick did, because he's still on pit road. Some of them stage points he's got will help him a little bit, but that's still going to be very devastating to his championship hopes. He's going to have some good luck at Talladega and Kansas. Great thing about winning Dover is I don't give a fuck about Kansas now. Which is also the big flaw in this mentally retarded version of a points championship system we have. Real Radman is doing a NASCAR 09 season, or he's doing the chase, and it's kind of showing how that point system could also be super fucking exciting, especially in like that version of the chase. I like how it took this retarded playoff thing to make us appreciate that the chase was stupid, but not as bad as what we have now. Seconds, damn. Well, when we catch this lap traffic, it'll fucking grow. I'm totally gonna dive bomb this 4 car, because if I don't, he's gonna just try. He tried to wreck me, see that? Just come down like I'm not even there. Just fuck it, right? Destroy the leader, be a dick. Pretend this is the fucking ARCA series. I always laugh when they look to ARCA for driver development. It's like, oh, Brandon Jones and Scott Speed and Ricky Stenhouse were really good in ARCA. That's the standard for ARCA. Fucking Scott Speed, Ricky Stenhouse, and Brandon Jones. Justin Allgaier, I guess, he's like the one good one. Stenhouse ain't the worst, but he still sucks. I like him, though, just because he's funny and drives like a dick. The thing is now, I don't think they'll ever get rid of the final race definitely determining a champion, but I think we should have a better way of getting to that. But I mean, good grief, are we really going to change the point system again? Yes, they will. We all know they will. When Monster leaves, they'll probably fuck with it again. But I mean, like, I actually agree with something Harvick said. And some other drivers have talked about this. They said, you know, if we're going to have a championship race like we do at Homestead, make tracks bid on it. Like they do, you know, they bid for the Super Bowl. Tracks should bid on it. But that would require them spending money. And we can't have that. My tires like now. These lap times are fucking horrendous because I can't get around these fucking lap cars worth of shit. Yeah, Phoenix is going to be real crazy in the fucking playoffs this year. Well, maybe not real crazy, it's just going to be weird because now the back stretch is the front stretch and the start-finish line is coming out of what was turn 2. Like right there at corner exit. That's fucking crazy. It's going to be odd. The front stretch is now the back stretch and the back stretch is now the front stretch. That's really all that's changing. And they've moved pit road around there too. But really the rest of the racetrack's still the same. They haven't fucked with anything really. Just new grandstands. Because like Harvick said, oh, we can afford new grandstands, but we can't afford to bring the K&N series and other smaller racing series there, so they can race in front of a bigger crowd and on a grander scale. We can't fill up the racetrack, but we can renovate it and put a bunch of new shit in, when that money could be going to other stuff. I bet Ty Dillon's going to dive bomb me here into 3. No, he didn't. I expected him to just drive in and nail my ass and send me up the racetrack. Old Bubba's having a bad race. Him and Harvick are really hurting in the points. Yeah, yep. Blaney's having a bad... Blaney barely made it out of the first round in our little playoff thing. Oh yeah, I'll always agree with a lot of the things Harvick has to say about how NASCAR's fucking up and how it can be fixed. He's got a great mind for that. He always has. He's highly intelligent. Look, I got the twins in front of me, Blaney and Menard. I hope they never drive those cars in the same race. I don't think they ever will. I don't know why they couldn't have just given Blaney the Wood Brothers paint scheme. I feel bad for anybody who just tuned in, because the first part of this race was actually really interesting. But when we got back to the lead, I made sure I was not about to give it up. Yeah, you know, the Francis being willing to sell NASCAR is not a good sign. The fact that it's going to get sold, hopefully, is great, but the fact that they're willing to give it up, not a good sign. When their current TV contract runs out, which is not for a while, they're fucked. Probably won't be totally fucked, but they'll never get the amount of money again that Fox has given them. To Fox's credit, they have been really good to NASCAR. Ever since they acquired NASCAR in 2001, they have been the best as far as paying them and treating them right and everything. Everywhere else can fuck off, except NBC's doing good, but even NBC got a discount. ESPN never gave a fuck, and that was obvious when they wouldn't show the start of the 2014 chase race at Charlotte because a bowling thing was on. I'll never forget how annoyed I was that night. I'm like, I'm here to fucking watch this race, and I can't watch it because there's some shit on ESPN, and you won't show the fucking race until this shit's over. NASCAR's one of those companies where even like if there's a truck and Xfinity race and it gets rain delayed, it takes precedence over everything else. They will find a place to show trucks and Xfinity. See, Fox is the best at that, but their coverage this year has been fucking terrible. It's bad. They need to change everything on their broadcast. We need new guys in the booth. Everybody, get them all out. Just don't put Adam Alexander up there for cup races, please, for the love of fucking Christ. I cannot deal with him. Alan Bestwick is a nerd, but he's like a well-spoken nerd, and he's actually a cool guy. Adam Alexander is just an announcer that tries to over-exaggerate shit that's really not a big deal for drama. Look at how I had to drive into that corner because the lack of room a fucking 24 car gave me. Anyway, that's the last lap. We win! Yay! Got that over with. We are advanced to the next round, which we were anyway because of all the points I have built up. I've won all but one race in this season, but it ain't been easy. That gives the impression that it's been easy. Go watch Bristol, go watch Kansas, go watch Talladega, both Las Vegas races. Yeah, I think Gordon does okay in the booth, but he needs better people to work with. Just get rid of Darrell Waltrip and like half the fucking problems with their broadcast would go away. Take Darrell Waltrip out, put Larry Mack in the booth, and have it Mike Joy, Larry Mack, and Jeff Gordon. fire Michael Waltrip, and put Daryl down in the Hollywood Hotel if he's got to be anywhere. That would fix a lot of things, really. Harvick finished dead last in this race. So the cut line now is Logano 2 out, Harvick's 11 out, and Blaney and Bubba are 28 and 30 out. And we're advanced, which we would have been anyway. People I'd be worried about in my Final Four really it'd just be Kyle Larson. Everybody else seems to be inconsistent, I've noticed, since I've been doing this season. So Kyle Larson's really the only threat. Hopefully Harvick will stay the fuck out. Michael Waltrip was whining that Twitter comments are mean. Well, maybe he shouldn't say so many stupid fucking things on the air that are factually incorrect or just flat out dumb. Or when it feels like he's got Brian France's hand shoved up his ass all the way up to the elbow. If this fucking gnat does not get out of my face. That's a fast lap, buddy. We had to work for that one, but once again, we only had to work for it because we have to pit multiple times. You know what, we're going to go ahead and do Talladega right now, just to get it over with, and I'll upload this as one video. We'll have 2 races in one video. Based on how Talladega went last time, I don't know if I'll be able to win it. Stage 1 was fine, but then after Stage 2, it literally flat out just slowed my car down. I couldn't run full speed unless I was drafting up to someone. The moment I got beside somebody, my car, seriously, it was like it lost 100 horsepower. So fuck it, and we're going to do this, and I'm not going to bother qualifying, because you'll just qualify dead last here anyway. Because the AI in qualifying will run lap times like they're in the draft, but your car actually runs like it's not in the draft. Plus, starting dead last in a plate race is fun anyway. So we're knocking 2 races out right now. Plus, this is easy to drive. It won't wear me out like that last race did. My fucking hand was hurting at one point. I was driving so hard, squeezing the controller. Like that makes a difference, but you're putting all you can into it. Get to the bottom as fast as you can because you can't pass anywhere else. On the straightaway, you can pass on the outside, but as soon as you get to the corner, you're going to lose like half a second. So basically, this race is just us fucking around because it doesn't mean anything to us. Always the mark of a good championship point system when you can just not show up and still be rewarded. But I'll take advantage of it. I haven't done a plate race on this game in a long time. At this point, if I win, I'm just being greedy. One thing I can appreciate about this game after watching Radman play NASCAR at 9 is that at least in this game, on a straightaway, when you get beside somebody, they move over. They're not going to come down on you. NASCAR at 9, they have no regard for where you're at and will just fucking wreck you and themselves. That was the first real decline in NASCAR games, NASCAR 9, because it felt like the AI was the worst it had ever been. And it didn't make any sense to me because the AI in those mid-2000s games were great, really intelligent. They would block stupidly, but usually just on the straightaway. Thus giving millions of kids everywhere the idea that aggressively blocking is totally okay. 2 laps into a race. This is the easiest time I've ever had here. We're just flying up through here. I wonder if my car will slow down after this stage like it did the last time I raced here in this season. Move. Enjoy this while it's interesting because when we get up front, it's going to be horribly boring. Probably should have shortened this race from 25% to 13. He lifting off off the gas. Give Casey Kane a gentle little bump. I didn't want to just plow over the back of him, Logano style. If I did my Joey Logano impression, I'd be swerving across 4 lanes of traffic right now. I'm here, Boyer, I'm here. Unfortunately, Harvick's leading this race. Stenhouse, go. Stenhouse, go. Don't ride the brake. Do my Danica impression. You want me to whine? I do that enough anyway. Maybe I do relate to Danica. I bitch as much as she does when I'm racing. Stenhouse, you better go. Or just hit the brake and let Kurt Busch back in line and slow me down. Come on, dude. Get the fuck out of the way. Shit or get off the pot. Let's go. Finally, you make the goddamn pass. You could have passed him going down the fucking straightaway last time. Hold on, I got a text. Do my Austin Dillon impression, but we got to wait till the last lap to do that. Why does the texting thing on my phone run slow right now when I'm on Twitch? Stenhouse took 100 years to make that pass on Kurt Busch that he could have made 2 laps ago. I ain't moving make pass. Oh, I did. Harvick moved up. Fuck you, bitch. He's got the help, though. I can't make this pass. Oh, yeah, now Stenhouse wants to fucking move around and make moves. Nice. You fucking dick. Well, that was easy, but if it goes like the last time I was here and it makes no sense that my car just slows down for no reason, it's going to be annoying. I'll deal with it. We've already advanced anyway. Whoops, hit the mic. It's been a big problem with this headset. I'll like go to scratch my cheek and hit the fucking mic and knock it out of place. And I have OCD, so I'm like, is it back to normal? Do I sound okay? I'm in a Stuart Haas gangbang right now. Yeah. It really is a gangbang at the old folks' home. 40's the new 50 in NASCAR. Shit all off my ears. Now I'm just all screwed up. Look, now Boyer's coming. Look at my mirror, Cameron.
Oh my god.
It's a good thing this ain't NASCAR 06 Total Team Controller. I'd be worried that they were going to work together. You know what I forget? A lot of people probably forget. Boyer's won Talladega twice. He won it twice driving for RCR. The first time he won it, it was kind of stupid. But then again, I guess they kind of had to throw the caution considering the wreck was right past the start-finish line. So still, I hate when races end like that. And then ESPN tries to play it up. We don't know who was ahead. Who won the race, Harvick or Boyer? Boyer was clearly ahead. And NASCAR already knew, but ESPN was playing it up for drama, like they were waiting to get the official word. It's like, fucking tell us who won, dude. Like, it's like, I'm pretty sure it was Boyer, but can you confirm for us? Oh no, we don't know who won. Oh my goodness, who won? I don't know. Two questions. Is AJ Allmendinger alive after that flip, and did Boyer win or did Harvick win? And they wouldn't answer either of them. People are going to see the title of the stream and say, this ain't Dover. I didn't think I was going to do 2 races. We got to pit once in this race, but tires actually don't wear here that much. Yeah, when is Newman going to get another car flipped over on him? This is not a real Talladega race until a car lands on top of Ryan Newman. I think that's just karma for Newman's ridiculous luck, because if you go back and watch when Newman drove for Penske and he won 8 races in 2003, a lot of them were just fluky-ass wins that Matt Borland got him off of strategy. Matt Borland made Ryan Newman look like the next Jeff Gordon for a year. And even the races he's won since have just been complete bullshit. It's hilarious, but he's always there to take advantage of an opportunity. I was there the last time Newman really went out and, you know, won a race properly, if you could say. I know it's a dumb thing to say. You win, you win. But I was at Loudon in 2011, and that was the last time I was like, yeah, he's the guy to beat. Newman has not been the car to beat since, like, 2004 at any race except for the New Hampshire race I went to. He was the man. Well, Indianapolis 2013. I forgot about that one because that race was fucking boring. You can always tell when I forget about a race whether it was good or not. If I forgot about a race almost entirely, it was probably a boring race. And 2013 was one of the most meh years of racing I've ever watched. This year's giving it a run for its money. This year is like on par with 2015, but there's always a chance it's going to get better, and some cool shit will actually happen one of these days. Truex winning this year. I told my dad, and we both agreed. I said, yeah, Pocono's the hardest we've cheered for Truex to win since like 2015, where it was actually like, all right, somebody else won. Yeah, but it was nowhere near as bad as what we got now. It's a good thing it rained at Michigan. Because it was shaping up to be another waste of a Sunday afternoon. One of many this year. Talladega this year really pissed me off. The fall race there better be better. Fucking Sir wins a lot and suddenly decides he doesn't want to try. Even Logano said he couldn't believe it. Logano said he thought he was fucked when Keselowski and Blaney and Menard all got took out. He's like, oh God, I'm on my own. This is only the end of stage 1. God. Please don't make it get harder from here. Even though I could drive this in my sleep. Part of my problem was the AI will not get up to you and actively push you like they will each other, or you will them. When they get so close to you, they hit the brake so they don't hit you. But it's like, no, push me, fuckface, push me. Everybody's pitting. Yeah, let's pit. Leave the wedge in. The wedge actually helps you here. Okay, 21st. That ain't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And that's our one pit stop for this race. Here you get a pretty decent restart. It's like on par with everybody else. Actually, I got a little bit better of a restart than everybody else. Move, dick. I got places to go. Ooh, they're checking up. Take advantage. That's what Junior says. He always tells young guys that come to Talladega. It's like Talladega and Daytona have such a reputation. Guys come here all timid and worried about wrecking. And Junior said, don't fucking think about wrecking. And if you have a run, take it. I don't care what point of the race it is. You get a run, take it. You really got to do that now. It's easier to pass now than it was, say, last year or the year before. But even still, if you see a run, go. Don't fuck around. Don't worry about wrecking. Because if you don't wreck, somebody else is gonna, and it's probably gonna take you out any damn way. Somebody will do something stupid. See July 2015 Daytona race. That was just a fucking disaster. Alright, Harvick, I'm gonna push your ass to this lead. You better go. Look at this. Push, 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 push. Hell yeah. The real test of whether or not my car has lost speed is going to be if I try to pass Harvick, because in the draft my car would run like normal last time. But when I got out in the lead, I couldn't keep. There were guys passing me on the outside, stealing the lead back from me, which is usually not what happens. They were passing me without help. They need help to make a run on you. I've got the push behind me, the draft anyway. Boyer's behind me, and he checks up to keep from pushing me. It doesn't feel as slow as last time, but I feel like I've lost some speed because Harvick's just able to drive back by me. I gotta stay on the bottom or Boyer's gonna pass me. Oh, Stenhouse is up here pushing Harvick, that's why. See, Boyer won't get close enough for me to get a real push. And Stenhouse just shoved Harvick out a mile ahead of me. Yeah, it's going to pull this shit again. Suddenly I can't make a pass. And he can clear me from the outside in the center of the corner. And Stenhouse is getting a run on me. I get this run, but it's never going to be enough to take the lead. Because if we're equal, the game is going to give him the advantage. Stenhouse, can you stop? Stenhouse keeps pulling out of line to go up and shove Harvick back by me. I can't get the lead because they're 3 wide and Harvick's going to have a pusher in his 2 lanes. And Boyer's my pusher, but he won't get close enough to really make a difference. See? Side draft. I'm side drafting Harvick like a motherfucker. I've got to go down here and block. Yeah, now Boyer wants to drive up on me. When he's like, ooh, I can pass him. I'll try to drive up on him now. I don't care if I hit him now. Yeah, it's doing the exact same thing it did last time I raced Talladega. You saw how easy stage 1 was? Well, now I can't get the lead. And now guys can pass me on the outside lane. It's kind of stupid, but whatever. Don't really know what changed. They must have made some killer adjustments. Did they take their restrictor plates off and get a smaller one on that last pit stop? Is that the change that happened here? I can probably get the lead on the restart in stage 3, then holding them off is going to be a different story. Getting passed by David Reagan. I feel like they are actively working against me because in the last stage they were 2 wide at best. Well, now they're 3 wide and pushing each other, and they're all going to pass me. Look at this. I'm going to be 4th here coming to the start-finish line because Truex is going to pass me. David Reagan just cleared me. He was able to pull up on Harvick and clear me, but I can't pull up to anybody and clear anyone. Let me push David Reagan out to the fucking lead and get Harvick out of there. Yeah, look at this. Can't get the lead now. How come this wasn't happening in the first stage? What changed? Look at the great run I get. That's not going to be enough to take the fucking lead. It almost is, but they're going to catch back up here, and David Reagan's going to go right back by me, and Harvick will too. And if I try to pull up and really side draft him, Truex will dive down there with no help and pass us both. And in the next stage, when I get the lead on the restart, they will be able to pass me on the outside and in the middle and anywhere they want to go. Because it's doing exactly what it did the last time I raced here. Let me just shove David Reagan way the fuck out there and see if we can, like, drive away a little bit. Because I'm tired of having guys hanging on my door, side drafting me, slowing me down. Plus, if I help David Reagan win, that hurts Harvick. So yeah, I'm just going to push David Reagan. I'm going to ride right here. I ain't going to try to pass him or nothing. He can have this stage. I don't care. Look at how far we're driving away, Cameron. We're like tandeming. Hold your line, dickhead. Wow, he just fucked us both. Okay, I'll get back to him and push him again. Oh, now we're all single file back there, yeah. It's okay, I ain't gonna pass you. Just gonna push you. Quit moving up. Run the goddamn bottom in the corner, dude. I'm trying to help you. If I can keep Harvick from locking himself in the next round. Fuck you, I'm gonna try to pass you now, see if I can get it done. Oh, Cameron, look, I did it! He's trying. He's trying. And then, of course, Boyer catches up now. But David Reagan ain't got any help, so I got in front of him. That's the strategy. I got to push a guy out there. And then on our own, I can probably pass them because they'll probably get strung out behind us. And then I can make it happen. So, yeah, fuck you, David Reagan. Still going to be hard to keep everybody behind me here in the next stage. Especially when they're bunched up running 3 wide, 10 rows fucking deep on the first couple laps. Stage winner. Hold my dick. So that was good. I figured out how to beat this shit now. Just push a guy for like 5 laps. Only push him and try to get out there as far as you can. And hope that they get strung out behind you. Single file. And the inside line will catch you. And that's where they'll be if they run single file. They'll be on the inside and they'll push you past him. See, we get good restarts here. But we got 17 fucking laps to try to deal with this shit. Holy crap, look at the run they got. Can't believe getting the lead was that damn hard. In the first stage, I just drove up here and got it. Here comes that outside line. I might have to push somebody out front just to stay ahead. And if I block one, the other's going to pass me, so I might as well just stay on the bottom and let Boyer pass me. Wow. You see that, Cameron? Look at what David Reagan did to us. He hooked me and was trying to spin me into the grass. Thanks, buddy. That's nice. Wait till you see. I'm gonna show that to you when I upload this. He literally just hooked me and tried to spin me out. Thanks. That's real good. You really helped yourself too, because now you're fucking back in the 20s. Good stuff, man. You're so smart. Can't pass a guy, so you might as well just try to hook him. Alright, I gotta get out here and push the leader 20 miles ahead of everybody and get the field strung out. And then make the move. That's real nice, David Reagan. Rock star move there by David Reagan. As Paul Menard aggressively blocks us. Have fun finishing 25th now, David Reagan, because you're a dumbass. I'm just going to push Menard like crazy to get back up here. Remember in NASCAR Heat Evolution when you push guys and nothing would happen? Because they didn't want to make bump drafting OP, and I'm like, dude, bump drafting is what makes plate racing fun in this game. You can actually really aggressively push guys. Push. Go. Get past Harvick. If I can get Harvick eliminated, that's good. He's having a good race. That's why we're going to bounce back in after this race, even if he doesn't get a top 5. Don't worry, Brad. Help's coming. Brad's like, no, I want to work with Boyer. Alright, I'm going to push Brad for a couple laps before I try to pass him. If Brad will run the bottom, that'd be phenomenal. He wants to run the middle. We're not going to get away if you keep running the middle. I'm trying to help you. Since I fucked you over in the last race, but then again, you were the one blocking, so you got what you deserved in the end. I know him winning would hurt Harvick. I can kind of play God here. I can pick the winner out of this top 5, because whoever I want to push can win. I'm going to try to make the pass go into 1 here. As Logano moves off the bottom. Now he's back on the bottom. And Brad has no help. And Logano's drafting up to me real nice. And we got the lead back. So David Reagan couldn't fuck us over after all. I love restrictor plate racing. I don't care what anybody says. Only at Daytona and Talladega, though. I don't want that to be the norm. Let's just do it to make the All-Star race special. Try to not pull a real Chase Elliott and give this away somehow. Got to finish Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know if I'll do it tonight, but I'm so close to the end, it'd be real quick to just finish it. I don't know how hard it's going to be. If it's like the rest of the game, it won't be hard at all, but still haven't died in that game. I feel like I've been missing out on playing that, because even though it's not very good, it's okay for Spider-Man games. It wasn't even on PSN. I would have bought it digitally if I could have, but Amazing Spider-Man 2 was not on PSN anymore. And the DLC for it was not listed in the store. I had to buy a code for the black Spider-Man suit off GameStop's website to download it. And it was still there and everything. It's like, oh yeah, black suit for Spider-Man, $1.50 or whatever, when I typed in the code. I just found it weird that it's not listed in the marketplace. and to go. The Quaker State big move of the race will be our pass on Keselowski. We're done. I got to look at the race replay and show you what David Reagan did again, because it was just ridiculous. Jimmy Johnson's getting a big run, and he's got help. That sucks. So, I'm going to have a hard time here in the next 10 laps. Of course you fuckers got formed up and are going to make a run. Of course you did. And if I block you, Logano is going to get under me. But if I don't block you, you're going to pass me. So I'm kind of fucked either way, because now these fuckers have 2 lanes ready to go. And if I don't block one, the other is going to pass me. So I might as well just hold the bottom, and if Johnson passes me, oh well. I can kind of stick my ass up there in front of him in the center of the corner and get in his way a little bit. But on the straightaway, I lose the bottom if I do that. I slipped up too high there. Then again, he did. That should have killed his run. He's going to pass me. He's probably going to clear me before we get to turn 1. Caution while I still had the lead. Fuck you. Get shit on, Jimmy Johnson. He was gonna clear me, and then the caution came out. Less laps to run now. The intensity's running high here at Talladega. Jimmy Johnson's trying to become only our 3rd different winner this season. Which Kyle Larson only won that race because Eric Jones hit me into turn 3 and it cost me 2/10 and I couldn't get it back. Over the course of like 25 laps, it wouldn't let me get it back. Right now, they've really only got 1 lane formed up. So it's like before that last restart. That reminds me of the July 2015 Daytona race when Junior was leading late and they had like 3 lanes formed up behind him and all the lanes were able to make runs, and then a caution came out and then they couldn't get it together after that, and Junior just stayed in front of the 1 or 2 lanes up before him and won the race. Here comes that fucking top lane and they are flying. So yeah, I am gonna have to deal with this shit. They got formed up pretty fast. At least that caution took a couple of laps off. Still got to run 4 more. And Austin Dillon's back there. Don't let him get near me on the last lap, please. If this is a realistic NASCAR experience at a restrictor plate race. Okay, the top line's not getting a run like it was before that caution, because I can just kind of sit here in the middle on the backstretch and they don't gain, so. They got a good run into that corner, though. Oh, the intensity of restrictor plate racing. It's too much. My car's so slow, my lap times are in the 50s, Cameron. Before the end of stage 1, I was running 49s. And now my car can't run but 50 seconds when it's leading. So it literally just made my car slower for no reason. In a game, if I want to take that white flag and you throw a caution out and end the race, I ain't going to complain. They're forming a 3rd lane, that won't work. That'll probably, yeah, that'll slow the 2nd lane down. I need TJ Majors. Uh-oh. I've got ass up there, slow him down. If I lose this race now, that really bums me out. I can't let them get me on the bottom. If they're going to pass me, they're going to have to do it on the fucking outside. I ain't going to give them the bottom. Can you guys not run too wide behind me? Can y'all get single file and wait to do nothing at the end like you do in real life? If this was real, we'd be single file right now and nobody would ever attempt to pass me. This is where the skill of plate racing comes in, because there are skills in this, and this is one of them. Blocking the right line at the right time, but it really sucks when both lines are even and any one of them could pass you. I've made up my mind. I'm only going to let them pass me on the outside, but if it comes to blocking Johnson or Boyer, I will block Boyer and help my teammate win. But if I come off turn 3 like this, I've got it won. If I come off turn 4, excuse me. Boyer's going to get one more run at this. Alright, with a race car that's a second slower than everybody else, we're going to get the win. Whee! It was just because it made my car go a second slower. What fucking changed from stage 1 to the other 2 stages where my car's a second off? Hey, what's up? That was the end of a thrilling Talladega race. And next time we race will be Kansas. Alright, I gotta show you what David Reagan did to me. I skipped to the end so I could just rewind back. Because it's early in the 3rd stage. That was annoying. But I figured out how to get the lead back should I ever lose it again. Just push that fucker out there for 3 laps and you can get him. But that's what you got to do. Alright. Was this? Oh, that was the restart for the caution. So, this is before the last caution. Jimmy Johnson's got me because I couldn't block him in time. And caution right there. I heard them let out of the gas, so that's when the caution came out. That's how close it was. Heartbreak for Jimmy Johnson. Alright, now, let me show you David Reagan's stupidity. Mr. Rockstar. God, you think they'd have a better way to skip through highlights? Like in NASCAR 9, for example. NASCAR 9's graphics still look good to this day. I've been watching them guys play it on YouTube. And I'm like, hey, that game actually looks okay for a game that came out in 2008. Yeah, we're about to where David Reagan nearly killed us. I think it's the lap before this. Okay, let me get the right camera. Hey, Cameron, watch this. The fuck was that? And look where it put him. Anyway, we managed to win that. Let the results play through a couple times. I didn't need to win it. I didn't care if I did, but when I saw I had a chance, I'm like, well, I don't want to lose it now. Harvick didn't get a top 10. He finished 17th. That was fun anyway. Harvick's still out. He lost 6 points. He was 11 out. Now he's 17 out. And Jimmy Johnson has come from nowhere to be second in points this late in the season. Typical Jimmy Johnson. Typical. What a great trophy. Not generic at all. Oh, that old Talladega drama. My fastest lap was a 49. And then I couldn't run a 50. Yeah, if we could have Chase win a race sometime this century, it'd be pretty cool. Who knows when it'll happen. He's so good, he will surely win, but that's the problem. When you've lost races like he's had, they're fucking hard enough to win as it is. And those were chances he had. Some of them were taken from him. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here, dude. Thanks for hanging out and watching. It's always easier when I have somebody to talk to. And yay, 2 more races down. We're almost done with this fucking nightmare. I'll see y'all later.